Hello, my name is Armin, one of the Canada members working with National Appraisals, and there's a few questions that usually clients ask us, and we're going to try to address all of those questions in one video so that you can reference it for future use, or maybe when you're placing an order with us, you know what to expect. So the first question is, will I be getting a full appraisal report? Long story short, yes, you'll get a full appraisal report. The appraisal report is certified. It's signed by usually a candidate member and a designated member. The candidate member usually conducts the inspection. The designated member usually reviews the file and signs the report. The designated member is usually a CRA appraiser, and the other commercial appraisers, they're usually AACI. So those are usually the senior appraisers, and they usually review it, or they may also conduct the inspection themselves. What is included in the appraisal report? The first section of an appraisal report has your property information. These are things like number of bedrooms, square footage, assessment information, owner details. And then the second part of an appraisal report has the direct comparison approach, which shows your property in comparison to other properties in the subject area. And then the third part, we call this the cost approach, and that is the cost of building your property the way it is right now with the depreciation in mind. And then the fourth section of an appraisal report is photographs, addendums, and all the pictures pertaining to your property. So we're going to give you a template of an appraisal report. Unfortunately, we can't share other appraisal reports with you because that has the private information of other individuals. What is the process? So once you give us the go-ahead to proceed, we will assign the file to the appraiser. The appraiser will give you a call and schedule an appointment with you, whatever is mutually convenient for the both of you. And then the appraiser will come on site, take pictures, and then they will complete the appraisal report and then send you a copy. The invoice is due prior to the delivery of the appraisal report, but after the inspection has been done so that you can see the appraiser, put a face to the name, and ask them any questions that you need. How long does the appraisal usually take? The appraisal usually takes between 10 minutes to 30 minutes. And sometimes for commercial reports, it'll take up to an hour, maybe even 2 hours. But for residential properties, it just depends on what information the appraiser has of the subject property, and that will determine the length of the appraisal inspection. The appraiser may have been to the property before. If, let's say you've just bought the house, the appraiser may have been there 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and so they may have a lot of the information already at hand. But if not, they may stay there for longer. But usually the appraiser will let you know how long it'll take. But oftentimes it's between 15 to 25 minutes. Do I need to clean the house? Yes and no. Do you need to declutter? Not really, but do you need to fix things like patches on the wall that need to be fixed, or paint, or things like that, like little damage that the appraiser can see in the property? It's recommended to fix those because the appraisers have a section on their report where they have to mention any detrimental conditions that they see in the subject property. So if you fix those, that'll be better. Do you need to clean it? No, but it's better if the appraiser can just walk through the house, without stumbling or without hitting any of your holes or furniture. And it's important that the appraiser can also see the room and take photographs of the room, the ceiling, and the flooring. Which areas do you service? So we have 4 offices across Ontario. One is in Ottawa, one is in Toronto, one is in Kingston, one is in Sudbury. But what you can do is give us the property information and we can just confirm whether we can service it or not. But as a general rule, we service most of Southern and Southeastern Ontario. What do we need from you? Well, we need the address to be able to, first of all, confirm whether we can service it or not. Also to provide you with a quote. If the appraiser needs any further information, they will just reach out to you and ask you for that documentation in order to proceed with the appraisal.